Hello friends, how are you? I hope all of you are doing really good. So welcome to Economics of Finance Excellency batch. If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the like button and share with all your friends. This is a complete free series for the existing course students, I will say, the CA Intermediate existing course students. Okay, so what we have been discussing about, we have been discussing about the market failures, right sir? So reasons for market failures, we have already covered three major reasons. One is the market power, another one is the externality, and in the last lecture we discussed about the public goods. And now we are moving on to our last reason. Let's see what is that reason. So we are done with the market power, we are done with the externalities, we are done with the public goods. Now coming to the last one, that is incomplete information leading to market failure. Now what is this incomplete information which is leading to market failure? We need to look at that. Okay, let's see. Incomplete information, meaning the perfect information implies that both the buyers and sellers have complete information about anything that may influence their decision making. So what is a perfect information? The perfect information is the one where the buyers and the sellers have the complete information, sir, right? They have the complete information. That means the buyers know what the sellers want and the sellers know what the buyers want. As simple as that, right? But the problem here is, does this kind of perfect information exist in reality? No, sir, hardly. So incomplete information refers to a situation where the buyer or the seller does not have the complete correct information about each other's behavior. Sir, obviously it is very difficult to determine, right? I'm going to the 10 showrooms. Now every showroom cannot determine and every showroom cannot keep the products what I need exactly as per my specification, exactly as per my needs. Everything can't be provided by everyone, right? For the producer, it is very difficult to identify the needs of each and every individual in such a huge population. How can you do that, sir? Not possible at all, right? And the buyer cannot have the complete information that what is being manufactured, what is the cloth being used, what is the price, how the price has been set. Everything the buyer cannot know about the seller. What are the machines, on which machine this product is being manufactured, what is the quality that is being used, right? At most, let's say you go to the market to buy a shirt. What you can do, you can just check it and you can say, it seems to be fine and we can buy it, right? But what exactly the kind of material has been used, what exactly the price has been set, what exactly is the cost, the buyers don't know, right? So incomplete information leads to misallocation of scarce resources, which result in the market failure. As we have discussed this previously also, that when the producers do not know that what the buyers want exactly, so they might be manufacturing some products which are not in demand. That means in the manufacturing of those products, you are using the resources and those are the scarce resources of the society, and those are not being demanded by the society. Still you are manufacturing because you don't have the information, you don't have the complete information what the buyers want. Clear? Is that clear? Okay, let's move on. Reasons for incomplete information. What are the various reasons? The people are ignorant or are not aware of many matters in the market, right, sir? Everybody is not like having each and every information about the market. It is not possible to have it, right? It is not possible to have each and every information about the market, correct? Complex nature of goods and services. Now there in the market, there are such a huge number of goods and services being provided. How can you say that every good and every service is being manufactured according to what is the requirement? No, sir. It is such a complex structure now of goods and services. There are so much, so the number is so huge that it is definitely not possible for the producers and for the buyers also. People having the inaccurate or the incomplete information leading to wrong decisions, right? If you do not have the right information about the product that you are buying, that might then you may buy that product which is not suitable for you. Let's say you want to buy a mobile phone. If you do not have the complete information that what are the features of that phone, what is the price of that phone, then there is quite a possibility that the purpose for which you are buying a phone, that might not be served by it, right? If the shopkeeper is giving you the inaccurate information, if you have not done your research work on that particular phone, that will that serve my purpose, then it might not serve your purpose and it might lead to the wrong decision. Okay. After that, the failure of consumers to obtain the prompt and accurate information on the prices or the quality, which I have already told you that being a consumer, it is difficult to identify that how the prices have been set, whether that price is fair or not, and the quality of the product. It is not really possible in the world, right? Okay, so what are the problems of incomplete information? What are the various problems which are related to incomplete information? That is the asymmetric information. Asymmetric information is where there is imbalance in the information between the buyer and seller. Imbalance. Either the buyer knows more than the seller or the seller knows more than the buyer. So here, the buyer knows more than the seller. For example, the borrower of the loan, let's say you go to the bank to buy the loan, right, knows more about his repaying capability than the lender. Now, who is the buyer? You are the buyer. You want to take a loan, and about the repaying capability, who knows better? You know better of your capabilities, or the bank knows better of your capabilities of repaying the loan. So obviously, you know better that what is your capability, whether you are capable of repaying the loan or not, right? So here, the buyer knows more than the seller. The seller is the bank, right? And you are the buyer here. You know what is your repaying capability, whether you have the repaying capability or not. The bank doesn't know it. The bank can only check it with the help of some of the documents only. But in reality, who is having the accurate information? You are having the accurate information regarding that, right? Then another scenario can be the seller knows more than the buyer. For example, the seller of the used mobile phone knows more about its quality than the potential buyer. You go to the market, you ask the shopkeeper to show you some second-hand iPhone, right? Now, what is the internal condition of that phone? You cannot identify. Why? Because you cannot open that phone. But the seller, the shopkeeper, he will be having the accurate information that what is the condition internally, whether the battery of that phone is working good or not, right? Whether the circuits are in place or not, whether the charging condition is good or not. So the seller will be in a better position. He will have more information which he might not pass on to you. Why? Because he wants to sell his product, isn't it? So the seller of the used mobile phone will have more information. Now, this asymmetric information will create the market failures, because you will buy a product which is not required by you. You will buy a product which will not serve your purpose, but the market wants to sell that product, right? So there is an imbalance between the information. Second is adverse selection. Now, what will happen with the asymmetric information? Sir, you might go for the wrong selection. It is a situation in which the asymmetric information about the quality eliminates the high quality goods from the market. How? Try to understand. He says, because the seller has more information than the buyer. Listen to it very carefully what I'm saying. I'm saying the seller has more information than the buyer, which leads to asymmetric information. Now, this will lead to about the quality, right? Obviously, who is selling the product, he knows what is the quality of the product. The buyer can judge it from the outer part, right? The internally what is there, only the seller knows. Now he says this eliminates the high quality goods from the market. How it is eliminating? Just try to understand with the help of example. In the used car market, right? That is the second-hand car market, where the second-hand cars sell. Now, who has a better information, the car owner or the seller, right? The dealer who is selling that second-hand car, or if it is directly the owner who is selling his car, right? He knows what exactly is the condition of the car, knows more about the quality of the car. Now, what happened? Listen to it very carefully. So there is Mr. A, right? Now he goes to the car market to buy a second-hand car, right? There is a dealer in the car market. In the car market, there is whom? There is a dealer. Now, what happens actually in the car market, sir? This dealer buys a car from B. Let's say there is a B. He buys a car from B, which is not in a very good condition. What he will do, sir? He will clean the car. He will polish the car. Right? Internally, what the engine is, how it is working, only this dealer knows. Will this person A knows who is going to buy the car? No, sir. A will see that the car is in a very good condition, the seats are in a good condition, neat and clean car. From the outside, there are no scratches, but internally, what is the working of the engine, right? Sir, only this particular dealer who is going to sell the car to A, he knows. Now, what he will do? What he will do? Just try to understand. Now, that is what it is said. In the used car, the car owner or the seller knows more about the quality of the car. This A is not a seller. He is a buyer. He is a buyer. He is a seller. Right? He knows about the quality of the car. The buyer's willingness to pay for any particular car will be based on the average quality. That is what is shown to the buyer. So the buyer's decision is based on what is being shown to him. Sir, the car is in a very good condition, sir. The seats, see, neat and clean, sir. Absolutely neat and clean car. Outside, no scratches, sir. Right? So the buyer will be very happy. The buyer will say, oh, car looks good. Car looks good. I'm ready to pay for it. But internally, the engine might not be good. The engine might be in a very bad condition that the car will break down in the next 1 or 2 months. But who knows it? Only the seller knows it. The buyer doesn't know about it, right? So what will do? The seller will say, it's good. If such a bad product I am able to sell at a good price, he will be saving a lot in that kind of the products, right? He will not provide the accurate information. He will say, if the buyer is ready to pay the price for that, after once the buyer has paid the price, I am selling the car. Once the car is sold, no matter, it's none of my business, right? Your business is your business, my business is my business. I've sold you the car. Now after that, you have to look for that car, look after that car, right? I am not responsible for anything. I have shown you the car, right? That's it. So what he will do, sir? He will save a lot. And what he will try to do in the future also, he will try to do more. He will try to sell more of such cars which are not in a good condition, but from the outside, by spending a small amount, he can make a car look like it's wow, such a good car, and the buyer is ready to pay a huge price for that, right? An unusually poor car is called a lemon, right? It is called a lemon. An unusually poor car which is not in a very good condition, it is called as lemon. Anyone who sells a lemon stands to gain, right? Trying to understand, this is what I told you. Anyone who is selling a lemon, anyone who is selling a car which is in a poor condition, right, he obviously stands to gain. Eventually, the market may offer nothing but the lemons. In the market, there will be what? The bad products only. The bad products are known as the lemons, right? Nothing else will be there, because everyone wants to gain with those lemons. The good quality cars disappear as they are kept by the owners themselves or are sold to the near ones. The good quality cars will not be there in the market. They will either be kept by the owners, because this is a very good quality car, engine is good, why should I sell it? I will be selling it the car which is not in a very good condition. I will just spend a little amount of money, right? And I will clean it from the outside and inside, and that's it. The engine might not be working, but the good cars, I will keep it, or I will give it to very near and dear ones. So that is what the purpose is, that asymmetric information leading to market failure will eliminate high quality goods from the market, because the people will gain more by selling the lemons, that is the bad quality product. Clear? Okay, the next is the moral hazard. That is the last one, moral hazard. It is a situation whereby the informed person takes the advantage of the less informed person through unobserved action, right? One person is having an information, a lot of information about the product. Another one is totally ignorant about the product. Now, one who is having an information, he will try to hide some of the information from the ignorant person, and he will try to sell that product. He will try to take the advantage of the other person's ignorance. It is difficult to have accurate information about another individual's behavior in future when other people bear the cost of one's action. Individuals are not motivated to take the efforts to reduce the cost of their action. When one person has to suffer because of the action of the other person, this other person who has taken the action, he will not be motivated to correct his action so that the cost is not borne by the other people, and tend to act irresponsibly. Now, this is a very great example and a very practical reality example that, sir, insured customers, let's say you have taken a health insurance. Now, what will happen, sir? You will become absolutely careless. Why? Because you say, I have a health insurance, whatever happens, if there is any disease that comes to me and I am hospitalized, so what? This insurance company will look after it. This is what? Your irresponsible behavior. For that, the insurance company has to bear the cost. And the insurance company cannot identify your behavior at the time of giving the insurance. Right? It is very difficult to judge that how you will behave after taking this health insurance. So insured customers are likely to take a greater risk with their health, knowing that the claim will be paid for by the insurance company. Now, whose irresponsible behavior is there? Your irresponsible behavior, because after taking the insurance, you are just totally chilled out that I'm not going to take care of my health, because in case there is a disease, this insurance company will look after it. Right? So who is bearing the cost? The insurance company, because of the behavior, this careless behavior. Right? Again, the information, how it is an incomplete information, because the insurance company, this insurance company at the first hand cannot identify that how you are going to behave after taking the insurance. That is what it is said. It is difficult to have accurate information about another individual's behavior in future. In future, how you are going to behave, it is very difficult to identify. Right? So these were some of the reasons of the market failure, and with this, our chapter number 4 is complete. I hope all of you are enjoying it. Now in the next lecture, we'll be starting with our next chapter, that is chapter number 5, government intervention. Again, a part of this segment only, fiscal functions, market failure, then government intervention. All this is under the one head, under the one segment, if you look at the institute module also. Right? Very interesting chapter, but before government intervention, you must be completing this fiscal functions and the market failures. This is very important for you people, right guys? Okay, so I hope all of you are liking the content, all of you are sharing with your friends also. So in the next lecture, see you guys with the new chapter, chapter number 5, government intervention, right? So see you guys till then, stay safe, stay healthy, keep studying, keep sharing. Thank you so much.